Hello friends, Tanya here with day 10 of the Spellbinders 2025 12 Days of Stitchmas. We're going to look at another fun graphic here. These are so pretty, very nostalgic. I'm just going to open day number 10 and there it is. We see our graphic for the next set. It is a letter set that says Let It Snow and a cute little ornament that hangs from the cross of the T. I die cut this from some scraps of white cardstock and from some glitter cardstock from the antique assortment of treasured cardstock, and I'm going to layer these up. I thought it would be easier to do this if I left the scrap cardstock in the cardstock to keep everything in the shape it's supposed to be in. I'm just knocking out any of the inner pieces, like the inside of the E here, and I just use my reverse tweezers to get a good hold on the letters as I adhere them over the corresponding letters. I really love the font of these letters and the fact that most of the letters are connected to each other for each word. The only one that has two parts for one word is the word let, and that's okay. I do like that each word is separate also, so that you can line these up however you would like. The graphic on the door shows them stacked on top of each other, but I'm going to use them a little differently. And the letters are thick enough to easily add glue to the back so that when you adhere them, you're not getting glue all over the place. Once I have all of those adhered, I'm going to pull them loose from the cardstock. And sometimes that can be a little difficult, especially if you don't get the glue exactly where you need it to be. But it's not, I didn't have any troubles here. I am pushing out the centers again from some of the letters. I think the only letter I need to separate here is the letter O and the loop for the S. It looks like I pulled free a little bit of one of the letters from the main body. So I just trimmed off the extra and glued that back in place. Very easy to fix. We'll knock out the O center. And there we go. I didn't initially realize that the ornament was going to hang off of the cross letter, but just the graphic reminded me of that. It's very cute. Now the ornament has this lovely shape, kind of a double teardrop. I mean, it's teardrop on both top and bottom. It's a nice heirloom style. And we have this little stitched medallion in the center and a little bow for the top of our ornament. There's even the ornament topper and string, which are one piece. We're going to pull in the Season Sparkles 3D embossing folder that came out in the, was it Merriment? Merry Season. It's the one with the hedgehog and the penguins and that collection that came out in September. So cute. We're also going to use the Pearl Luster Gilding Polish after I have embossed this 3x6-inch piece of cardstock. It doesn't quite fit all the way across, and I thought I would be able to do a repeat pattern on here. Yeah, not really so. But I had embossed this in a way that the design just kind of fades off the edge. So I just decided to leave it that way, and I think it looks cute regardless. We'll adhere this to the front of our 3 1/4 by 6 1/4 inch card, and I have added extra cardstock, just one layer, behind the embossed panel. I do love these extra height and dimension this gives my cards. And then I'm going to adhere our ornament to the crossbar on that T and try to let that dry. I'm using a reverse tweezers to hold that together. I'm laying my sentiment across the front of this card, trying to get my placement. Next, I'm going to pick each piece up with my other reverse tweezer and add little dots of glue. Then I will place it down on the front of the card. I did think about making a larger card and a giant snowflake, because there are a few of those in the Spellbinders collection. And then add the sentiments over the top of the giant snowflake. But I decided to go with something that stretched the sentiment the long way. And I do love a mini slimline card. They are great for adding little gift cards to the inside or cash. They're nice to give as for neighbors or teachers or someone you're going to hand deliver a small card to. You don't want to have a big necessarily want to have a big card, or you want to stick it in a kid's backpack. This is a nice size for that, or a gift inclusion. Very nice size for that. We're also going to use a sentiment from the Merry and Bright Sentiment Strips Better Press set. And this is Joy to One and All. This one happens to be foiled, I believe, in blush. I should have grabbed a gold one, but this will work. And on the inside of the card, let's add another sentiment. We're going to take another ornament. I created a few of them. And we're going to add delivering warm hugs to the inside of the card with another one of the ornaments. I do really love bringing the style of the front of the card to the inside of the card. It really completes that design. We put so much work into the fronts of our cards. I think that the insides deserve just as much love. Now you could have I could have added a rhinestone to the center of the ornament on the front of the card. I think I just forgot. That completes our card for day number 10. I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, I enjoyed making it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done that. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and check that description box below for a link to a list of all of the products that I used today. Until next time, here are a couple more videos I thought you might enjoy. Bye-bye.